Hello and welcome back to Shakhtar Glory, episode 38. And today we are, well, biggest game of our season, biggest game of our probably managerial career in this save so far. We are away in the first leg of the semi-final against Porto in the Champions League. And, well, what can we say? It's, well, not a must-win game because we've still got the second leg, but we really need to get some away goals in here, not let Porto get too far ahead of us. I mean, we may even be able to push ourselves into this team a bit more. The first time we played them in the season, I think we were either still playing with the three up front or possibly still adapted to this shape a little bit, and we were struggling at the start of the season. We weren't sure what we were doing. We had a 3-1 loss to them in the away leg. If we can do better than that this season, because we managed to get a 1-0 in the home, so if we take that kind of basis for how these two games are going to go, you know, obviously we'd be going out on aggregate, so we really need to tighten up that home leg, that away leg. Sorry, a 1-0 at home, depending on what we do here, could be a very good result. Just we need to tighten up this leg. So as you can see, we're going to jump straight into this one. There's been no games before to comment on. The last game was the Zoya game that you saw last episode. We're going with the 4-3-3. Romero up front again, Rodrigo on the left. We probably will change his role to an inside forward and maybe switch Boychuk to a winger. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't really got anyone amazing on that left role. Boychuk's come in and done well on the right, but on that left, Konoplyanka, not convinced. Rodrigo, not convinced yet. Paulinho can maybe shift out there. I'm not too sure. We've got options though, but none that have overly wowed me just yet. So that could be the difference this year about us winning it. We've not quite got every position nailed down with someone we want. We did just lose a couple of days before this game Matias Fernandez as well, so we've had to put Marlon Freitas in the middle. Not a major problem, but it's a problem I'd rather not have had. So we're going to jump in the game. We've got Odette and Kitsky in there. Have we got... Where's the other centre back? Where's Kivitsky? Ah, he's suspended, that's why. Okay, he's not even on the bench. I was wondering why he wasn't even on the bench. So we're going to jump straight in. Well, they are in strong form. We're in strong form. They are the favourites. They got Felipe out. Is he a big player for them? Centre back. Certainly looks to be a big player for them. So something we can hopefully try and exploit. You know, a bit of a weakness there in their team, hopefully. I'm not really done too much looking at the team, because a few times I've done that this season. I've looked at a team and then been completely surprised with something different come match day. Again, laptop's a little bit slow, so we'll see. I am filming this straight on the back of the previous game, so that was slow starting. This one probably will be as well, but not too bad. So they are playing, well, 4-2-3-1, but we've seen it before. A few teams play this very deep defensive midfielders and then a big gap in the middle between, you know, the midfield and the attacking line. But they've got that Abubakar up front, who I had on FIFA 16, I think. I skipped FIFA 17, I think that was it. And he was phenomenal for me, and that was in the later years of his career. So we're going to let him take that. He's done not too bad there. I probably should have took it myself, but he's done okay. So we start going right to left in our orange, our usual famous orange kit. We're going to keep an eye on what they do, because I'd be very surprised if they stay with that deep defensive midfield line there, because it does leave a lot of space to expose. But it does obviously then... Oh, they get the first shot off. We could look to introduce Barco in and take the defensive midfielder out, because... Yeah, they're playing well, but they're not getting through just yet. We have had more shots, but none on target just yet. We get our first sort of highlight here and first chance, but they do nick it back, and it's a very scrappy game at the moment. No team really been able to settle down on the ball and sort of get their passing going, but it looks like they might have the first chance to do this. Oh, and Abubakar, I think it was, just puts it over. Yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe taking the defensive midfielder out and putting an attacking midfielder on. I know they have got that sort of front four, but I think we'd have enough there to cope. We'll maybe see how it goes in the second half. I think we have to look at switching some roles though, which we're going to do. No, we did that wrong. We're going to switch him to inside forward on support. Go to wing up on attack. Just get Rodrigo a bit more happier. Boyachuk's sort of suitability hasn't really changed between the role he's playing. The first thing Rodrigo does is get a yellow card, but we have a chance here. Butko on the right hand side. Fred, can he spread it wide? He does to Leo, who tries to get it first time to Rodrigo, but it's cut out. And Casillas still in goal for Porto. Makes the save, but they're stringing some nice passes together here. But there's a lot of interceptions in this game. Rodrigo again, but he's intercepted as well. Can we nick it back here? There's a lot of space on that right hand side, and Abubakar's through, and he does score. He doesn't miss this one, and I've got to say it's possibly been coming. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting to keep a clean sheet in this game. They're a very good team. It's just whether we can get that all important away goal. And the key thing here as well is just to make sure we stay with 11 men and just keep in this game. If we start getting 2, 3, 4 down, which could happen, I'm going to go aggressive on them. I'm going to give them the hairdryer treatment.
Right, that was shocking, abysmal. You lot just didn't show up. Gary, talk to the players around you. That's your bleeding job. Keep pressing higher up and be first to the second ball. Gary, if that flash Portuguese bastard gets past you again, break his leg. I'm off for a bottle of Rioja. Fuck your ideas up!
Semi-worked. Get a shout out with some encouragement. And hopefully we can come out in the second half and... the other midfielder. So we brought him in. So what can we do? We can't really do too much. This does... No, we do have Grachitskin there. We're going to bring Grachitskin in. I was going to bring Barco on, but that would have then sacrificed the need for the ability to bring him on as an attacking midfielder, because we wouldn't have had another centre midfielder. But luckily, I did put Grachitskin on just before the game kicked off. Now 1-0 here wouldn't be the worst, but I'd like to get an away goal. I'd like to at least get a shot on target. I mean, do we risk going for it? I think we have to. I'm going to pause the game. We'll get him on as an advanced playmaker. We'll put him on attack. Got a lot of support roles around here. Romero's not having the best game, so we're going to bring Yaremchuk on. Try and put a bit of power, a bit of fear in those defenders. So we've made our changes. We do have a highlight here. Barco straight on it. If we can get something going. And they've won the ball back, and there's a big space again down our right hand side. Now we don't want to be conceding. Oh no! And he scored again. Just looked like we were going to take an opportunity and try and do something. I didn't realise. I've made all three. I didn't realise. So we're down to 2-0 now. That really changes things. 1-0 I probably could have lived with. We had a way back in the home leg. 2-0 makes this very... Not free. 2-0 makes this very difficult. 3-0 would be near impossible, but we just haven't turned up. No shots on target. That's the disappointing thing. We just haven't turned up. Can we nick a last minute away goal? That would just be a game changer in this tie. Rodrigo, he's forced backwards. We're playing this quite nicely. Can play Boyachuk. Can we squeeze in? And Yaremchuk. There's the away goal. Game on. Game on. We take that. We take that. So we're going to have a quick look at this. So Butko slides it down to Boyachuk. He just slides it across to Yaremchuk. That's a great finish. And again in the Champions League. And again against Porto, I think. I think he got the goal in the Porto game before. But we are going to just sort of shut this up now. We'll have to drop Grachitskin back here. Don't think he can play there, but needs must at the moment. We're going to drop him back to a defend role. Him back to a defend role. He's going to go to... What can he play that's... Whatever. He's going to go to... Central midfielder on defend. Central midfielder on defend. I'm going to drop Rodrigo back. He's going to go to a wide midfielder and defend. Just everyone back. Everyone back. Wide midfielder and defend. No one can really play it, but 4-1, 4-1. Complete. Oh, Danilo's injured for them. If he can have a longish injury, or a long enough injury, he could miss the second leg. And that could be big. Oh, they're on the attack here. Nope. 2-1. I'll take that. If you'd have offered me that before the game, especially with one shot on target, absolutely I would have taken that. So we'll bring that back to our ground, and yeah, we'll have a good crack at them. Hopefully actually get some shots on target and actually try and play. You know, show Porto what we can actually do. That wasn't a vintage Shakhtar performance in the slightest, especially bearing in mind we just won the league. Perhaps the celebrations were a bit too high, who knows. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip the league game at the Jovets. There's no point really. The league's won. We're probably going to win that game. If we don't, obviously I'll report on it. I mentioned it before the game, the Porto game, but we're going for that unbeaten season. And looking at the Champions League, if we do, no, it is going to clash. If we do, against all miracles, get to the final, it's going to sort of overlap with those games and put the pressure on to keep us on for that unbeaten season. So we'll come back on the 14th of May. We're on the 8th now. We'll play the Jovets game offline, and yeah, we'll come back for that Porto home game and all big deciding game. I mean, we could be coming to the challenge within 2 seasons, but after that performance, I very, very much doubt it. But optimistic, second leg, Porto. I'll see you then. Goodbye.